Welcome, racing fans. MaxspeedTV Bobby with all the freaking hobbies coming at you on a wild Friday night. It's a late one, but it is a good one. Dale Cup boys are back after a 2-year hiatus. They've come out to play, starting the season 3 off. Look out. Different than any other super speedway league you'll see. Why? Because we're running 40 laps, 0 cautions. We've got 40 drivers in here right now, 1 fast repair. And let me tell you what's the chances of somebody getting the Loose Cannon Award for flipping out, being mad, huh? I say it's a great chance for that. A lot of great drivers out here in this thing tonight. Tons of them. We've got some good ones. We got some what we call sandbaggers. The Sandbag Hall of Fame Dale Cup twins is out here tonight. You guys stick around. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. A lot of mayhem. Just flat out Dale Cup style. Don't you guys go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket train, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the free, you're the home of the brave.
Welcome back, everybody. MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the freaking hobbies coming at you. Dale Cup time. No way I'm going through all of these names. Not gonna happen, Captain. But I am gonna go through some notable ones to mention. Rule number 1, Sebastian Marin, the Puerto Rican prince of the Banana Republic. The 27, the league owner, Mr. Steven Karosik, beside him. The other one, league owner, Zachary Lima. Rule number 2, Vicente Guerrero. He happens to be a MaxspeedTV driver. BK Anderson, a young gun. James Moen. He knows how to get around here. Cody Nagels. He's won a few championships already. Another MaxspeedTV driver. John Garrett. Haven't seen him in a while. He can get around this place. A lot of good drivers out here. Donald Sadusky. Good to see him. Richard Sanchez in the 510 with Paul Witt. Another MaxspeedTV driver and champion. The man, Mark Mann. The 04 machine out here. Row 6. Jimmy Crow, number 36 in row 10. Tom Pichard, all the way across the pond. And I mean across the pond, baby, in Australia. Good to have him out here. A lot of good drivers that are here. Some of them I've never heard. We got a boatload of them. Rick Seabrands. Les Levy. James Hickson, the one I just called Giovanni. Well, here's the way it's going to work. It's pretty darn simple. 0 fast repairs. That's what they're going to get. Absolutely 0. You heard me right. In case you didn't hear me, 0. You got it. Why is it 0, you ask? Well, because that's the way they want it. Let me see. 41 drivers out here. 1 fast repair. That is it. You got to be in it to win it. You got to miss the big one. Some's going to ride in the front. Some's going to ride in the back. Some just flat out going to have a picture of Mother Teresa and cross and beads and God knows everything else. And they're going to be praying to Jobu, Buddha, and everything else they can think of to stay out of these wrecks. Because you have no choice. You have to. Because, baby, there's no caution in Dale Cup. It's going to separate the men from the boys as we get ready to fire things off here. 40 laps. I call it pure mayhem. And oh yeah, let's not forget, we will have a lot of these mad loose cannons out here tonight. And as far as a Dude Wipes award, well, probably about everybody's going to get that. Welcome everybody out in YouTube land. You got a favorite driver you want me to say hello, misdirect, unhook the plow, accelerators on the right, whatever you want me to say, I'll say it. Why? Because I'm the bad boy broadcaster, and I don't care because I don't live by any of them. And I probably have more guns than they have. So you know what? Sit back, kick back, grab yourself something cold to drink, and try to follow along the mayhem because it is going to get wild and crazy. MaxspeedTV Dale Cup now. Up top, the league owner, Steven Karosik, down on the bottom. Sebastian Mayer and Karosik chops him down into the rocking chair. For those of you who do not watch my broadcast, it's pretty simple. Everybody wants to be that lead truck on the bottom. Why? Because you're supposed to be as safe as in your mama's arms. And that's why I call it the rocking chair. Vicente Guerrero trying to lead that second line in. A little bit of help way back here on the outside. Got a couple cats trying to make it happen, Captain. Here's the 3 on the outside. Tom Pichard trying to push him way through there, along with the 36 leading it. That's Jimmy Crow. He right away is taking the Crow machine all the way out on the top line, baby. Throw a blanket over the first 30 trucks. That's how close they are. Now, again, the rules, as you see BK Anderson bringing up that second line with Vicente right there behind him. You have got to have friends, no doubt about it. You want to gather yourself around everybody that you trust and that you can run with. Some of these guys are veterans, have won more championships than I've got underwear, believe it or not. And some of these cats, they haven't never done anything. It's got probably C and B ratings out here that are probably shaking in their shoes right now. And will have more skid marks in their shorts than what the track has. You got to put yourself and surround yourself around good drivers. Plain and simple. The only way you're going to survive in this, because why? That's right, there's no cautions, baby. Not in Dale Cup. Some will hang out into the back. Some will want to stay right up front. Give you an idea what it's like? Well, take a look. Let's take a look at some of these fellers, huh? Way back here, you can see them. Things get tight. Real tight. Some of these guys are way back into the back, too. Seabrand's point of view, currently 26th and you started 34th. This is what it looks like right off the end of the nose on the camera. And this is how tight things get. Still, Karosik in the bottom. Sebastian Marin doing the pushing. Now we're running the old style. That's why I don't have a hood cam. I got a front bumper cam. This is the old trucks. As you can see by all the framing on the windshield, which makes it even harder to drive these things. As you're riding with Sebastian Marin, they call him Seabass. Six out of 40 in the books. Everybody on the lead lap. 40 drivers tonight. Dale Cup, first race of the season. Every single one of these cats thinks they've got what it takes to win this thing. I'll tell you what they don't have is way back here in that third row. They still got the 3 trucks. Now you got the 62 Les Levy. And you know what I like about Les? He's such a nice guy. And this is why. He always lets me know I'm number 1. You can see it right there. As you can tell, he's been pushed on that left side a little bit. That could create a problem when you're trying to push. That might be the reason why the Crow Master happens to be staying off his bumper just a tad. 3 wide, halfway back, up front, 2 wide. Where do you want to be? Where do you think you're safe at amongst all of these guys? There's Mark Mann down here, currently 14th. And if you look behind him, you got a whole slew of them. The number 4 going backwards by himself. We got ourselves another 4 back here, so we got a couple of them. But still up front's where you want to be. Welcome everybody watching it out here. Like I said, you got a favorite driver you want to give a holler? Michelle Anderson saying, let's go, BK. That happens to be your son. And, well, BK is listening, Mom. He's going. Why? Well, because here he is bringing up that second row. And the Chiquita Banana Ride. Better be careful. That guy in that 23 machine, he might be trying to come along and pick some of those bananas off there. Vicente Guerrero currently in 3rd. He is the guy doing all the pushing. Up front with BK Anderson. We're saying TXR guys, good luck, let's go. And yeah, Rudd, you want to call this speed racing? You sure can. All these cats are speed racers because it's non-stop. Well, I believe he got it. Somebody went flying, and I'm not sure. I think they might have gathered it up because I don't see any speed loss anywhere, so everybody seems to be okay for now. When you don't have any cautions, you just got to filter through this whole entire lineup. So you got cameras constantly peeking. Holbrook right there, he got a little bit loose, gathered it up. On a butt pucker factor, that's probably about a 7 or 8 right there. I saw him, he pretty loose. I got a feeling before this race is over with, there's going to be a lot of butt pucker sphincters that are really well muscled, really exercised. 12 out of 40 caution-free so far. And we've got all sorts of drivers in here. A, B, C's, D's. And quite frankly, I think they're doing a bang-up job. Well, not a bang-up job. They're doing a good job so far. We don't necessarily want to see the bang-up. And smash that like button for these guys to let them know you like what they're doing. It ain't for me. It's for these drivers. I get paid whether you like it or not. But these guys deserve all the credit. Still in the rocking chair, Karosik. Loving it in his mama's arms. Sebastian Marin staying right there going nowhere. And, of course, Zachary Lima right behind them. I think these three guys are some of the 3 original Dale Cup boys. I think there's like 150 league members. Nagel's working his way up. Started 7th. He's sitting right here in the 5th spot. Paul Witt right here back behind him. Everybody running their own favorite MaxspeedTV scheme. Whoa! Looks like it's fuel time. What do you think? Let me see. Here they come. About 15 trucks and nobody ran over anybody on a green flag pit stop. It doesn't get any better than that, I'm telling you. I do not know, roughly 14, 18 laps before you got to get fuel. Connie Rose screaming, hey, don't forget my baby boy. The number 11 machine. Well, let's find him. There he is. He's coming out of the pits. Got him some fresh rubber and some fuel, and away he's going to go. And the Whiskey River machine. Here comes some more boys into the pits. Let's see how they do. Is it poetry in motion? Excellent job by all these guys. Man, I know leagues that can't even do a green flag pit stop with maybe 5 or 6 coming into the pits. A long 10, 15. It's impressive. Everybody's been in except for the top 8 trucks right now on the track. And eventually they should be coming in. Being led by John Garrett and Sanchez right there behind him. If these 8 cats can come in without a problem, then the whole entire 40 truck field was able to go to a pit stop and not cause a wreck or a mishap. Let's see what happens right here. Pressure's on. They say, Bobby, it's a piece of cake, pal, and it is. Awesome job right there. Coming back around. Looking at your leaders right here. Holy crap, Oliver. 40, 00, 411, 84, and 29. You got a lot of rooting to do. A nice little breakaway. Now, this is what people like to see. You've got yourself a 4-car breakaway right now. Marin, Kurosik, Lima, and Nagels. And then you got to go back here a little ways for Vicente and BK Anderson. They should be able to catch up because right behind them, you've got Sandusky. He's coming on strong in that 19 machine. And he's got the 40 and Mark Mann and Paul Witt back here pushing. But these guys up front, they will stay single file. Nothing is going to break the stride. Because you're going to go faster single file than what you will double any day of the week. And they're going to try to keep all the real estate and separation they can between those 4 and the rest of these cats behind them. You can see they're slowly catching them. They will catch them eventually. Without a doubt. All these cats back here are going to catch them. They got to stay single file, and when they do, they will get them. And then we'll be up and going again. A little bit of lap traffic here in the way. One guy into the pits right here. Now, we got a few that are going to be laps down. All these cats are at least 1 to 2 laps down. That's it. Actually, it's not too bad. Now, we do have 3 cats out of the race, it looks like. Seabrands, Levy, which is shocking, both of those guys. They are out of the race already. Nagels and Vicente. Looks like they've met up with each other here. BK right there doing the pushing now. And you can see Mark Mann. I don't know who's in that purple ride. And that's a 91 machine. Okay, that's Davis. He's at least a lap down. but he still can get up there and push. Trying to get his lap back the hard way, white knuckle ride it around here if he can, because he's certainly not going to get it back the caution way. Why? Well, it's Dale Cup. We don't do cautions. Right now, we've only lost 3 drivers out of a 43 field. Not bad. Some more mentionables. Like I said earlier, Sadusky, the 19 machine, working his way up front, trying to get up there. He'll hop in with the rest of those guys. Now we got ourselves a race because you got as many on the bottom as you do in the top line here. The 47 might have kissed the wall just a tad, but he's no harm, no foul. But take a look at this guy. Crow and the 36 machine come into play. And he is pushing the 15 and pushing his heart out. And that's Holbrook. Trying to hang on. They don't want to go a lap down. Nobody does. These guys up here, this is where your battle is. 20 laps to go. They click off like that. Well, yeah, it's about 50 seconds a lap. Roughly, just tad less than a minute in a lap. It goes quick. Will they have to pit again? That's the question. So you've got all these guys right up here that you're looking at. Okay. Get my timing screen back up. And you keep on coming back here a little ways. And you've got these cats coming. So you got 2 clusters. Whoa, Jimmy Crow got bounced back. A couple more guys down below that yellow line. But this is your first cluster, is what I call it. Your first pack. And you're going to come back to the second pack. I'm not sure. There's your second bunch. Right up here is your first bunch. So by looking at this, they are exactly 11 seconds back from those leaders. That second cluster is 11 seconds behind them. As the number 4, Jonathan Eason. He's going to go down a lap. Nagel's up front leading it. Sebastian Marin right there behind him doing some shoving. You got to give credit. Vicente Guerrero and BK Anderson here. Those 2 cats, the 14 and the 17, they have been working together this entire race. And now they got Paul Witt behind them, and they got Donald Sadusky behind them. 2 awesome pushers right here. If anybody can do anything, these 4 cats together can do it. Hunter Reynolds, top 10 right now. He started out in the 15th. But the question is, with 15 to go at the line, are they going to have to stop in for a splash of fuel? That's on everybody's mind, including mine. I didn't want to know. Keeps it interesting. You can see these cats right here. They're staying as single file as they can to try to get up and catch them. But they're still 14 seconds back, so they're actually losing ground on these top cluster guys up here. And I do believe you're looking... It'd be 11 cats that's in this front row. Or front bunch, I should say. And you know as well as I do, the last 2-3 laps of the race, that's when it gets really nasty. And here they come. They are going to have to come in for a splash. Let's see how this one off into the field. Hangs on to it. No big deal. Comes back in. He'll be penalized. Those guys done a really good job right there. Sente and BK Anderson. They are still out there, and these cluster of guys are out here as well. Now, I'm not quite sure. I'm a little shocked that these two guys did not come in with the rest of those in the front bunch. We'll see if that hurt them or not. Probably now they're going to come in. And here they come. Strength in numbers, people. There ain't a whole lot of numbers right there in front of you. Now, what we do want to know is what are these guys going to do? Are they going to stay out? Yes, they are. So one did a quick pit. The money stop, they call it. And the other one's out here running it for everything they can. And Sanchez is leading the way. He started 10th. 12 to go at the line. Different strategies. Where do the rest of these guys come out at? Nagels. Damage in that front or the back end of that machine. I mean, it is tore up. That's going to cost me some money. That's going to absolutely kill him. His momentum is done. He has not used the fast repair. So I don't know what happened. As you can see somebody flying through, trying to get into the pits a little quicker there, the 46 machine. That ain't going to work out very well. So all these guys are coming in, and they're still tangling with each other. Sanchez got into it with somebody there. All the precious time you miss when you miss your pits, it sucks. The boys out front, battling, 11 to go. Take a look. Mark Mann now in second place. So you got Sebastian. There's Mark Mann. Hunter Reynolds having a really good run right now. Donald Sadusky bringing up that top line with Steven Karosik following him. Lima down on the bottom. And you got BK Anderson and Paul Witt. Vicente Guerrero up here. That's 7. Tom Dixon way back here in the back is going to be 8. So we got a little bit of a breakaway. Could it be between these cats right up here? You guys having a good time tonight? You're awful quiet. It's a Saturday night or a Friday night, for the love of God. You ought to be excited. We're going to have to throw the drinking game out. Every time I say the word cats, you guys are going to have to take a drink. And I'll give you a hint. You better not have a bedroom on the second floor because you're liable not to see it. Sandusky on the 19 in the rocking chair. There we go. How's that for a roofer? That's what it's like when you're pushing. And these trucks, you can sneeze on them and make them loose. You got to be really careful. You stay off of them in the turns, and the straightaway, you do your best to try to push if you can. Now, he's got a little bit of help up here at the 27 and the 16, so he jumped right up in front of him, and that will put Sebastian up front. The question is, will he wait till the 27 clears and they both drop down? Yes, sirree. That's exactly what they did. Oh, Korosik says, you know what? I think I'm going to stay up top here. I like it. Problem is, he ain't got any help. The 16's catching up, Lima. Here they come. Now they're going to pile up a little bit. They're going to bunch up together. Nine to go, and it's all right here. This cluster that you're looking at. Everyone else is not going to matter unless these guys wipe each other out. That's the only hope for the rest of them. Making it 3 wide to 26, Hunter Reynolds. Getting a little bit of help. He's got one car, the 91 machine. Mark Mann. We call him the ladies' man. Lives somewhere up in the New York area. Another guy that's got a boatload of championships underneath his belt. He's been doing this a while. Sadusky, another one. So now it's all about pushing. They say you never want to push the pusher. The pusher, obviously, is a car behind the leading, or the truck behind the leading truck. But when it gets down to about 1 or 2 to go, man, you can forget it. Throw the gloves off, because it will be crazy. They are not going to let up. It's he who can hold on to that steering wheel and keep the thing facing forward. All the way back to these guys. They can wreck. They can do anything they want to do. There is not a caution that will come out. So it's not looking good for these guys at all. Hoping for troubles. Vicente all by himself. A lonely, lonely man. Still out front. 3 wide. Marin on the bottom. Man right here in the middle. Your pushers. Sadusky and Korosik. Right behind him, Paul Witt. The MaxspeedTV driver. Nagels. He's up there to help. He's behind. He's 1 lap down. But he can still help. Whoa, the 26 gets a little loose by the 91. Now that's Davis. Davis is a lap down, but he can still help somebody win a race. But a great job there of the 26 of Reynolds grabbing onto that thing and straightening it back out. The first race of the season of Dale Cup Series, just to let you know, every Friday night, it's 40 laps. From green flag to checkered. There's no yellows. 0 caution. Four to go at the line. Marin down in the bottom. Man right there in the middle. Reynolds up top with a little bit of help. Korosik Jumps right up to that high line right there. Leaves 2 in the middle. Mark Man and only 1 pusher. That's Lima. Lima's going to drop down to the bottom. Sandusky's going to come back up in the middle. Kurosik on that top side's got a good push. He's going to take it from the top all the way to the bottom in the rocking chair. But you want to be careful. You don't want too big of a lead. As you can see him, he just kind of braked it just a little bit. So Sebastian would catch up, but he put a little too much brake into it because Sebastian just about punted him. So that slowed him down and put him back into the back. And who takes the advantage over that one? Well, the 26 machine did for sure. Reynolds down in the bottom with Mark Mann doing some shoving. BK Anderson is your pusher right here in the middle. This is what it looks like. That's what it looks like from the cockpit. And they are pushing all over the place. You can see how tight, how close they get right here. Reynolds in the rocking chair. 2 to go at the line. At some point, who's going to break out? You know darn well they're not just going to sit there and take it after 40 laps. They're going to stick it where it don't belong. They're going to put it where it won't fit. You got to try to time yourself and be careful. Why? Because you got to watch those gauges. You don't want that water temperature to get too hot where you cannot just keep the pedal to the floor on that last lap. If you have to let up at all, forget about it. Timing is everything, especially when it comes to drafting. Reynolds still on the bottom. Sadusky right here in the middle. 16 looking. Lima, a little bit of help. Paul Witt behind him giving some shove. Nagel's behind him as well, trying to help him. Sadusky now in the middle. BK Anderson is being the helper. He's pushing. I'm impressed how this top line has really got some speed going up here. Nagels can't do a whole lot because the back end of that truck is tore all to pieces. But they are holding their own up there, and I can assure you, just as soon as he gets an opportunity, Lima is going to dive bomb all the way down as far as he can get. There he goes. He just made it to that one. Ooh, they touch. Puts Nagels up into the wall, but he gathers it up. Reynolds, the 26 in the bottom. He's going to stay right there. And it's the white flag. Who's it going to be? Who's going to take this thing? Now they're going to get nasty up here. Into the wall. Paul Witt, back up. Check out the 16. Lima. Oh, my God. He's going to be your winner, guys. Unbelievable. We ain't got a caution, but we definitely got a replay. Let's watch it. We'll slow it down. Lima on that outside the 16, and I'm going to tell you what, he better get a dozen roses and a box of chocolates, and he better be giving it to that 19 because right there it was. That's how close it was. We'll do it again for you. Not there it is. Right there. That's how close it was. And the craziness, the mayhem begins. Lima's your winner out of all of this. Reynolds comes in second. Donald Sadusky is third. Mark Mann was fourth. Sebastian Marin fifth. Karosik sixth. Seventh, BK Anderson. Eighth was Paul Witt. Ninth was Dave Hunt. 10th was John Garrett. You guys stick around. We're going to talk to three of these cats before we all fall asleep over here on a late Friday night. MaxspeedTV, Bobby of all the freaking hobbies. Pretty darn impressive. We'll be right back. Don't you guys go anywhere.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Looks like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold your reset button and we'll come and get you. We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage.
Like a delay on my side.
Welcome back, everybody. MaxspeedTV, Bobby, all the hobbies coming at you right here. Dale Cup, what a unbelievable thing. Like I told you, 40 laps, no cautions, one fast repair. You want to talk about a butt pucker race? That's exactly what you get when you run here. Three cats I got, top three fellas. But when I've just played my caution replay, well, it's the only time I can play it because we don't have cautions. But I did want to let you know, as far as the race outcome would go, 16 lead changes throughout that whole entire race. That's all there was. Pretty impressive. Top three guys. The third place finisher, I've got him. Talk to me, Mr. Sadusky. Are you out there?
Yeah, it's a delay on my side when I release it, and then it takes a while for me to hear you. So,
Wow.
congrats
All
on
right.
that.
Well, I'll tell you what, even though we got a delay, don't worry about it. Go ahead. Congratulations, third place finish. One crazy thing. 43 drivers, I think, done this. You started ninth, finished third. Excellent job running, and even though we got the delay going, talk about it and then tell me who you want to thank, and I'll let you get out of here.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun race, working with a bunch of, guys and all that stuff. But I'd like to thank the Dale Cup crew, Zach for sending me an invite, all them guys, the admins, and congrats, Zach, on the win. And, yeah, it was fun. I had a blast.
Well, glad you enjoyed it. Take it easy. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. Remember, safety third. Take care of yourself, and we'll catch you next week. All right, buddy?
Yeah, thank you.
Next up, Hunter. Now, Hunter can't hear me, but we can hear him. So I'm going to be the words for Hunter, I think.
I can hear you.
Hey, he can hear me. He's back. He's great.
Hey.
He's awesome. Yay.
I can hear you.
You sound better than I do, so I'm going to go ahead and let you talk for yourself. Hey, bud, you started 15th. You finished second. Kind of a crazy thing. You seem like you was a happy camper up on that third row. You kind of like being that close to that wall going that fast, don't you?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's a lot of fun. These trucks are pretty difficult to get that top lane rolling. You really need a couple of guys that kind of know what they're doing up there. But I really love side drafting everybody. We were holding it good and getting some good speed up there. And these trucks are a lot of fun up there. Yeah.
Well, hey, I got to tell you, it's always impressive watching, especially, I mean, Dale Cup. Only ones I know that throw a monkey wrench into everything they do. That's why they have so many people driving in it. 40 laps, no caution flags. Now, I'll tell you what, that's got to put some sweat on the old brow, especially trying to figure out what in the hell you're going to do to survive for 40 laps.
Oh yeah, it's pretty nerve-wracking. That was kind of my game plan to start the race, was I just need to survive. And then once you get, one or two pit stops in, the field kind of dwindles out and you can race for it at the end. So that was kind of the game plan. I started back in 15th, so I just kind of camped out and just kind of waited for the race to come to me.
You did a great job, bud. Second place, not too shabby. And I know these guys these guys always have something crazy for a trophy or whatever at the end of their season. So I can assure you, you're running for some pretty crazy wild hardware. But congratulations on your second place. Who do you think before I get you out of here?
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. Appreciate it. First of all, I'd like to say sorry to Cody for killing you on pit road. Definitely owe you one next week. Shout out to you, Bobby, up in the booth, doing an awesome job. Thanks everybody watching. Appreciate all you guys, and thanks everybody for running and hanging out tonight.
Well, Hunter Bomb 26. Congratulations, bud. Second place. We'll see you next week.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Good job, Zach, on the win.
Thanks, bro.
Man of the hour. Oh my gosh, unbelievable here. What can I say? Lord have mercy, son. Zach, pretty proud of you, bud. Another guy out of nowhere, up on that high line. You got some pretty good pushing. I think Sadusky really gave you some pretty good shoving there.
Yeah, up on the high line there in the end. Yeah, it was really he gave me the push for the win. I honestly didn't even know who was behind me because I don't have no black box up, nothing. I just focus on the race. It was Paul Witt actually pushed me to the win.
Was it Paul?
Yeah.
I thought Sadusky
Yeah, it
was
was
behind you
Mr.
there.
Paul Witt. So I'd like, hey, Mr. Paul, thanks for giving me that run because it gave me the win. I appreciate it. That was some good pushing.
Well, I'm telling you right now, you're in good company when you're being pushed by Paul Witt and these guys. I mean, great company when it comes to pushing, that's for sure. But hey, congratulations. Pretty darn proud of you, I have to admit. 43 drivers started this bad boy. You come out number one. Awesome job, Zach. Who do you want to thank, son, before I let you get out of here and this old man can put his butt in the bed?
Yeah, I gotta thank Korosek, Seabass, Hody. There's the team we run with a good amount of people. We try not to run with too much, but and that win on this race, it was really up to Paul there for pushing me because he could have took me for all day long, and it's kind of like a roll the dice moment. Seabass and Steve were stuck on the inside. We weren't really hooked up at the end there, but it ended up being a really good race, and it was a lot of fun. So because a race like this, you can plan a strategy out, and yellow flags won't interfere. So I really enjoyed it, and thanks for the broadcast, Bobby.
Not a problem. I'll tell you what. No yellow flags. That separates the men from the boys just a little bit, if you ask me, without a doubt about it. I can tell you now, the butt pucker factor would be about a 10 the entire race from start to finish if this guy was in it. Anyway, congratulations, bud. Take it easy. Have yourself a good weekend, and we'll see you next week, all right?
All right, thanks, Bobby.
All right. Well, that's it, guys. First race of the season right here, Dale Cup. 0 cautions, 40 laps. Hey, you know what? You can brag about it because you can say no cautions, right? But I got to tell you, the highlight of the race, I'm freaking impressed by the green flag pit stops we had. I mean, a couple little mishaps here and there, but I mean, everybody did a great job on green flag pit stops. Not once, but twice. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Hit the like button before you get out of here. Bobby with all the freaking hobbies, MaxspeedTV. I'm out of here. See ya.